A lot of people see the cars. You know, this is one of my newest cars. This is an SF90. Some of you know me, some of you don't, but
always strive to be the hardest worker in the room. Attitude.
I'm a business entrepreneur. I have a few companies, and two of those are mortgage guys, TMG, and Ambiance Realty. One's a real estate brokerage, one's a mortgage brokerage. So the cool part is that I could drive it on hybrid. So if I drive it hybrid, it could drive no noise, see? No noise. But then if I want to drive it and turn the engine on, then I get noise. 1,000 horsepower, it's the fastest Ferrari out. Really one of my dreams that I never imagined would come so quick, so fast. So it's $1 million car, like I said, and I really like it. But my point is that I didn't start with a SF90. You know, I didn't start with the 488 or all the other cars that you've seen, the Royces. And like I said, I'm not here to show off my cars. I just really love cars. I love Ferraris. We're in Beverly Hills right now, and I used to come to these areas, and I used to paint houses with my dad when I was 6 years old. I used to paint houses, and that's when I first saw, like, man, mansions, Ferraris. Look at all these houses. And I always dreamed, and I told my dad, hey dad, how can I get this? How come you don't have a house like this? How come we don't have a car like that? And he said, well, it's not for us, son. And I said, well, why isn't it for us? And he said, it's just not for us. And why? Because a lot of us, like, I'm Mexican, but a lot of Hispanics like me, we grow up thinking that none of the success stories, nothing big and great is for us because we are not supposed to have it. But we are. Like, I'm a plain example of you could have anything you want and more, all your dreams. Fly private, mansions, companies. So where I'm going to is that none of this would have been possible if I didn't invest in real estate, if I didn't cash out and refinance. And there's a lot of things that you can do to succeed in life and create wealth without making a lot of money in the beginning. Because in the beginning, I didn't make a lot of money. I made a lot of mistakes. I got into drugs. I got into drinking. I went to jail multiple times, and I lost everything multiple times. But what I did is I never gave up. Just like my dad said at 6 years old, never give up. If you don't give up and you work hard, maybe one day. So I did that, and I never gave up. And long story short, one day a mentor tells me, hey Albert, why don't you buy a 3-unit property and finance it FHA? And I said, well, I don't know, my credit's not that good. I don't have that much down payment. And he's like, you only put 3.5% down, and you don't have to have a high FICO. You could have a FICO of 580, 600. I had a 560, I had collections, and I got my first 3-unit FHA. Then I got my wife to get an FHA property too. She got 4 units, I got 3, but we got the FHA loan before we got married, because once you get married, you only qualify for 1. So my wife got 4 units, I got 3 units, and we kept the properties for years. After 5 years, the properties doubled in price, and we just started creating wealth, and then we started refinancing. When the property values went up, we did a refinance cash out, we pulled that money out, and we bought more properties. And then we started getting more properties. Then I decided, oh, well, let me open up a business. So we opened up the mortgage guys, TMG, and then we opened up Ambiance Realty. And then guess what? Made a lot of mistakes. I almost lost everything a lot of times. And what I started doing was I started selling my real estate to pull out the money and to survive. Every quarter we were negative. I would sell a property, get the money, and survive. I would always cut payroll. I would always pay all my agents, and that was what allowed me to survive in times like recessions like we are right now. I went through a recession, and I sold all my properties, all my real estate. I sold it, and that allowed me to survive. Before that, I refinanced and cashed out money to buy more real estate. So all of this stuff I can't explain to you in 5, 6, 7 minutes, but it's a lot of information that I want to teach you guys. I want to help you guys, and this is my way of giving back. Obviously, I'm doing pretty well. My family's healthy. We employ a lot of people. We help a lot of people, but I want to help you. I want to give you all the information, but it's going to take me hours, maybe even a full day on all the steps from start to finish on how you can also buy your first property like I did. Even if you don't have good credit, even if you don't have a lot of money, you could buy a property just like I did, just like my wife did, and you could also start your business just like I did, just like my wife did. So here at The Mortgage Guys, we coach you and show you the process from start to finish. How do you refinance and cash out? How do you qualify and get approved for a mortgage to buy a house? At Ambiance, we help you buy a house, find a house, and why this property might be better than this property. And if you need to sell your property right now, values are really high. You know, they're at the top of the market. I'm here to help you, and just like I did it, so can you. If you want more information, you want to pick my brain or get more knowledge that I have that cost me millions of dollars that I paid mentors, and I can help you with all the steps, send me a message right here. Driven.